I must say that I have exquisite taste. Exquisite taste. Especially in things culinary. Having to do with food. And I believe in the nature of things. So anything artificial, superficial is unacceptable. It must be nature-based, naturally sourced. But I'm all about food. Gourmand. A foodie. Epicurean. Let's go to the Epicure Cafe. That's my place, my domain, my kitchen. I'm Pi, Domina Della, Mistress Sasha Storm. Someone buys me liquor I never asked, and in fact, I've been on my health and wellness, let's say, phase of the journey of life. I have been doing all that is required to maintain as best I can my wellness. That is most important, because I have been sick. I have not been well. And when those so-called professionals, medical professionals, experts, scientists, or from their base of science, funded heavily by ill-gotten gains with nefarious intent, there I was, rejecting their shit because they were poisoning me in various ways. And so I decided to take my life into my hands and heal myself. And that's, at the end of it all, the bottom line. That's what it's all about. My right to choose what I consume, what I eat and drink. In fact, I grow my own food. But those, in quotes, are so-called powers that be abusive, powers that be taking advantage, powers that be demonic, devilish, wicked, evil. Let's see your leaders. Tell me, please, convince me, show me which one of your freaking leaders are truly great. Or are they just puppets placed for your, well, you've been brainwashed, you've been propagandized, you have reached a place where you cannot think for yourselves. So, well, there are your leaders thinking for you. Your leaders can't even think for themselves either, because they are placed there and being paid handsomely, so handsome. Let it never be me. You see, I'm not conventionally beautiful, though I'm quite lovely inside and out. I'm a reflection of God, reflection of the Most High, a reflection of Source. I am purity, I'm pure, I'm clean. And I don't mind getting myself dirty in the garden, where I love to toil, I love to be, this is healing to me. Healing is not taking the shit you are peddling and trying to force us to. When we have the Garden of Eden, we have the rainforest that you keep trying to burn down. Evil, you are evil, and the people must realize. But hey, everybody's got their bottle of choice. You have it so that people have favorite brands, especially favorite brands of what they are consuming, to kill them a little faster. So I've discovered that I love the dark beer. Is that possible? dark, stout. And I discovered, listen, I don't endorse products. I don't believe in that part of capitalism, consumerism. And my black people, they love brands, they love labels. I don't want to be like them in that regard, because we must get away from this shit. We must love only our labels. Anyway, so since I have someone providing me with liquor that I don't ask for, and I don't really need, but since it's always there, he keeps bringing me cases and cases of shit. And, you know, like maybe like in the summer when it's hot, all right, I have a cold one, right? It's nice. So, you know, I'm appreciative. I'm happy, but I also know that's the devil at work, because I have stated that I am on the path to my wellness, my optimal health and wellness, right? And so the addition of alcohol, triple stout, triple X, Mackeson, I'm holding the bottle in my hand. It's pretty early to have finished a bottle of that. But that's the way my life is. I'm so free. I can drink anytime, any place. Well, not any place. In my place, in our place. It's not my place. My family's place. And my brother brought this. And he said, well, he's been looking for it for me because it seems to have not been on the market anymore. And I'm like, I was pissed because he keeps bringing me this other one. Though I'm a dragon, I'm not really appreciating the dragon stout as much, because I'm into the nuance of taste and flavor. I have heightened senses of smell and taste, the tongue and the nose, nasal. And my taste buds are on point. Keen tastes. Because, you know, as a Dominican, we are so much into the seasoning of things. Things we are going to eat have to be tasty. We don't do bland on the island of Dominica, not to be confused with the Dominican Republic. We are very different from them. I believe they speak Spanish or Portuguese. I'm gonna know. We speak our patois. Creole, Dominican pie. So here I am. I just finished. It's been a long while that I enjoyed a bottle of Mackeson. Mackeson appears to be from Trinidad. Mackeson Honor Legacy Triple Stout Beer, Triple X Tradition. It's 4.9% alcohol by volume. It's 275 milliliter. And, well, let's see. Brewed and bottled by a Carib brewery. Since we have our indigenous people, the Caribs, the Arawaks, Taínos, Coolies, Douglas, of which I am a member. I always look for things that have to do with us so that we are benefiting from the sales, from the spending of money. Who are we promoting and supporting when we buy these brands? Since black people insist on being branded, me personally, I like to make my own. Since I'm a child, as a child, I tried to, it was a science project per school, something we had to do, and I chose, oh no, it wasn't a science project per school. I had learned in science class how to do certain things. And I decided to apply it at home. And I was trying to make ginger wine. And I, being a young Aries, not having the patience to wait for the fermentation process to reach levels where I could enjoy it as a wine. I couldn't wait. I was like, that's taking too long. And I drank it before it was ready. It's so funny. I was a little girl left by myself, which I didn't mind, by the way. I loved every minute of my solitude. So don't cry for me, Argentina. So in the absence of Matheson, it is, pardon me, Mackeson, Mackeson. And he brought it a couple of years ago, and I did remark on, wow, this is really nice, thanks. I love this. This is better than, and I named the others that he'd been bringing, like Dragon Stout and Guinness. I said, I like Guinness, I love Guinness. I've loved Guinness for a long time, but, I'm preferring this Mackeson. And I also like that the bottle is smaller, and alcohol content is not so high, and it remains under 5%. And yeah, I was enjoying it. And then suddenly, boom, I'm like, well, why do you keep buying this? Why do you keep buying this Dragon when I have expressed that I really love this Mackeson? And he said, well, they don't have it. They never have it. So I went to the store myself. When I'm shopping for my groceries, there's the beer store, there's the liquor store. I pop in and I look and I ask. They said, no, we don't have Mackeson. And I'm like, well, why? Why not? There's everything else. What is the problem? What is the reason? Because that's a good brand. By my estimation, and I believe I know, because, I'm able to discern, because I have this sense of taste that few people have on my level. And no, don't be offended by what I'm saying, please. Some of you are doing things that cause you to lose your taste buds. You're swallowing semen, for instance. You're drinking all this beer and wine and smoking your cigarettes. You're smoking cigarettes. I'm throwing up all over you for smoking cigarettes in this day and age. So you don't have taste buds, and you don't know what I'm talking about. And you just think, what a bitch, you're just talking. Get over your damn self. You cannot even distinguish. So you don't have taste. You have goût, bon. You don't have the good taste. Okay? And that's how I'm able to see. I'm happy that he brought this, so I've had it, and it's good. And the bottle is not so big. It doesn't have so much that I'm going to be sitting here and drinking and smoking and getting fucked up. I ain't trying to be fucked up. I'm just feeling nice, feeling irie. And what I did, I spent from 7 a.m. I started, doing things like taking out the trash, because today was trash day. And that's what I do here. I'm like the servant of my family. And I don't mind at all. So I took it out, and then I started to, I noticed it was raining. I said, oh, this is perfect time to repot. I have the indoor plants. My mother have like 100 indoor plants, and they need some care and love, and she don't have the amount of time and energy to take care of all of them, so I'm helping her. And one of the things I do annually is put in some fresh compost, manure, and soil, clean soil, to, these poor plants over the winter, fall, the spring, when we have from inside water to water the plants, and it's municipal water. Though we do have a filtration system, but that's for drinking. It's washing dishes and such is what we use. We recycle our water. We don't just take water from the tap to water our plants. But still, there are things you have to do, like open up the water so that, it can, all the bad gases and such in there can escape, and kind of like a bit of a purification, so that it's better for the plants, as opposed to having all this chlorination that is running through the taps. It's nuanced for me, my taste buds. I can tell the slightest little thing. I can take the hints of what is there. Taste. My sense of taste is acute. And I'm cute too. So I like the Guinness, but I prefer the Mackeson. It has the perfect balance to me. And Dragon Stout, when I don't have anything else, Dragon Stout is okay. You know, it's been a good feeling for all this time. So I'm still thankful for. It's good to have variety. It's good to have variety. But what is not good to have is monopoly. And, you know, this thing about shadow banning and this like restricting, you know, what is the real reason why Moccasin has not been available on the market for those like me who enjoy it? And I'm not a heavy drinker, right? My brother, maybe, I don't know, a couple of times a month, buy these cases of things. I'm not the only one who drinks them, by the way, because I'm really not much of a drinker. And like I say, if it's up to me, I won't drink that because I won't buy that. But when it is supplied by the devil, my brother can be devilish. He's got that nature as a Gemini. He wants everyone to have a good time. It's all about having fun. Here, have a drink, Mom. Have another drink, sis. And here it comes that some of us are being influenced because, let's face it, as humans, we are weak. And as strong as I am, I can be weak. So when I see a brand new case of a pack of Maxon, shit, I'm going to have it. I'm going to enjoy it. And then, so now that I've had it and enjoyed it, I had a little toke. I watched a couple of videos because I had done this morning. I've done 13 pots, plants, refresh them. So I counted another I have about 12 more to do today. And I will take, after I finish them all, then I will stop because I'm not doing all 100 plants in one day. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment or not. It's all good. I'm Domina Delapai, Mistress Asha Storm. I just want to say that the importance of this recording is that Black people are not really acknowledging or realizing, understanding the power of their dollar, their spending power, the amount of enrichment that they provide for many of those who are marketing products that are really not the best for us, you know. And even, you know, it's expensive, and we are brainwashed to believe that one brand is better than the other brand due to marketing and how it's advertised, the commercials. You believe the shit you keep repetitively seeing, but you have to start to think for yourself. Take a taste test. Buy 3 different bottles. They sell some of these things by singles. Buy them, take them home, test them, try them, and see for yourself what you really like. Because all these Black people are like Guinness. Well, maybe not. Try something different. You know, there are those Black people who love Moccasin because why they live in Trinidad. And, well, can you buy that in Trinidad? And what's the cost? Do they get a break in the price? Like, all of these things have to be considered. And Dragon Stout, I believe, comes from Jamaica. But as far as I'm concerned, yes, I love Jamaican food and stuff. But I don't believe the Jamaicans are the best in the Caribbean in terms of cooking. They do very well, and they're a little different. But for instance, their dumplings are hard as rocks. They can murder somebody by just throwing some dumplings at their head, and it's an assault weapon. And we're talking about food. So if you get the dumplings and the Johnny cakes, we call them Johnny cakes, but they call them fried dumplings. Yeah, well, in Dominica, our dumplings are light, and so delectable. They're a delight. Compared to the Jamaican dumplings. I just like to see the differences in things, and I could say that, yes, I love this Moccasin. So I guess I just did an ad, a commercial. I just endorsed a brand. Since Black people are so into these brands, let there be a good reason why you're loving a brand. Don't just love a brand because the white man put a more commercial on the radio, on the TV, and you just inundated and can't even think for yourself, so you just say, boom, give me that brand, because you know that's what is most advertised. I miss Moccasin all the time that it was off the market for whatever reason. Thank you. Good day.